Hey, good Tuesday morning, everybody. Chris Allen here on this May 23rd, Sam Channel Weather on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Got another weather radio tour stop coming up this Friday. More on that in just a second. But first, let's just get started with the weather of the day. Pretty quiet, except for you see one lone shower that's going on this morning. It's actually beginning to dissipate down to our south, just south of the Tennessee border around Clay County, right there. That little shower is just kind of sitting in one spot just outside of Red Balding Springs and Macon County, Clay County. That shower, as you can see, is lined up here with this this trough, shortwave trough that's just kind of sitting over the area. Lots more shower activity south of there from Huntsville, Alabama to Chattanooga to Atlanta and further south. Now, this little piece of energy may help spark a shower or even a thunderstorm later this afternoon. But the majority of us are going to stay dry. It's just not enough to really turn into something much bigger. This is a little piece of weak energy that could set off an isolated shower. And that's the right there, that one little shower that you're seeing over Macon and Clay counties this morning in Tennessee. That's what we call an isolated shower because it's all by itself, all by myself. Don't want to be. Okay, you get the idea. Because I've had people ask me, what is an isolated shower? Well, what happens when you're isolated? You're all by yourself. So that is a prime example of an isolated shower. And we may see a couple of more of those this afternoon, but the majority of us are not going to see showers today. It's just going to be a few right along that boundary. It's a possibility, squeezing out just enough moisture to produce a brief shower or thunderstorm come later today. But the majority of us, I think, is going to stay rather dry. All right, let's take a look at the 10-day blender before we get into all the other specifics in the forecast. And here we go. We go low 80s today. 81 was our official high temperature yesterday in Bowling Green. 80 is where we're supposed to be. So we were just 1 degree above the average for this time of the year. So we'll go 82 today, maybe 83 tomorrow once the cold front passes the area, which it will late Wednesday into early Thursday. And then look what happens. We go into the upper 70s to low 80s as we approach Memorial Day weekend. Wow, Memorial Day weekend. It's here. It's here. It's crazy. How did that happen? Look at that. We go into the upper 70s to low 80s for Memorial Day, as you see on Monday the 29th. And here we go into the first couple of days of June as we get into next Thursday and Friday. Look at those 90s showing up there. Oh, it's almost like we flip the calendar and here come the summer temperatures. It's going to be a scorcher. Well, yeah, I said yesterday I wasn't going to use that word yet. I won't use scorcher until we get scorcher. To me is like 95 or above. I would say 95 or above. We're not there yet. It's going to be warm, quite warm, and it eventually is going to be more humid. But right now, enjoy this weather as we slide in Memorial Day weekend. We're going to see lower dew points, 70s, upper 70s to 80-degree weather. Very nice once we get past today in these little isolated showers. Here's a look at the Kentucky Mesonet as of 5:15 this morning as I record the podcast. We've got 50s in the central and eastern part of the state, but now we're starting to see some low 60s popping up, especially into western Kentucky this morning. So we're off to a mild start. There may be a little patchy fog in a couple of spots. Skies are mainly clear this morning, so we're not starting off with any cloudy problems. Although today, like yesterday, there will be times when we see some clouds mixing with the sunshine and that possibility of seeing maybe an isolated shower. Here's a look at the model map here. We put this into motion. You can see how some of these little showers, see them right there getting going? Yeah. And mainly in this along and east of 65, they're certainly possible today. Little daytime heating. You can see the better cluster there over Middle Tennessee in the Nashville area. If you're headed there, a little better chance of getting some showers. And notice they're drifting west instead of east. And that's because of the ridge of high pressure that's over the area. You've got a little disturbance down here. You get the flow here that's going to push those showers. You get counterclockwise to clockwise flow, and it just pushes everything west and northwest. So that push is what's going to cause some of those showers to drift west instead of east, like is normally the case. But by tonight and after sunset, all those fade away. We see very little in the way of any kind of shower activity after today. In fact, as we head into the Memorial Day weekend, we are looking quite spectacular. As I said, temperatures in the upper 70s to near 80, and dew points and humidity coming down. Way on down, way on down. Like Elvis and J.D. Sumner coming way on down. I like it. Heading into a holiday weekend with that kind of weather, that's perfect. Here's a look at the surface map for the next 7 days. You got that straw hanging over us this morning. That could be the trigger for a few of those isolated showers. Not much. As that moves on, we get into tomorrow. High pressure in control, keeping us nice and dry. There is this front to the north of us. This is the one I talked about yesterday that is going to sink southward as big Canadian high pressure builds in. That's going to reinforce the cooler dew points and the temperatures in the upper 70s for the end of the week into the holiday weekend, but it's a dry front because we have high pressure to the south, high pressure to the north. There's no moisture to feed off of, at least for us. Here it comes midday Thursday. There's another little trough that tries to develop. And here's something new, a low pressure system off the coast of the Carolinas and Florida, which almost has some tropical nature to it. For those of you heading to the East Coast, say Southeast Coast, for the holiday weekend, you're going to run into some rain and wind as you get into the weekend. Here we go into Friday, into Saturday. Notice this thing gains a little strength, and you see the rain along the seaboard here and down into Florida. Here we go into Saturday, into Sunday. Yeah, there's going to be a little instability once you get past the mountains and into the coast to the east. We'll see how that keeps on developing. Here's a system in the plains for Sunday, and then as we get into Monday, still pretty quiet here. Now, some of the models want to put in a small chance of a late day shower into Saturday and then again into Monday, Memorial Day. For now, we're going to keep it mostly dry, but something might try to develop more in the way of late day showers than anything else. I'm not looking for any kind of big time rain or thunderstorms or anything to wash out your holiday plans this weekend, but just factor in the possibility that we could see a few isolated showers popping up from time to time as we get on into the weekend, Memorial Day especially. One more thing I wanted to tell you about, and that is, as I mentioned earlier, Franklin Friday. It's a Franklin Friday, I'm calling it. Return trip to Franklin. We were there last year to sell and program NOAA weather radios, and I'll be there again this Friday, noon to 2 at the Ace Hardware Marketplace on East Cedar Street. Come see me noon to 2. $38.99 is the cost for one of those, like you see there in the graphic, weather radios. I'll go in and program it for the area you live in or the county you live in, and it's ready to go for the next time we have severe weather. Plus, I'll be giving away some rides and slides tickets to different parks, Beach Bend, Holiday World, Kentucky Kingdom. I'm going to throw in a bunch of stuff that you can register to win while you're there in Franklin. So if you're in Simpson County or even Sumner County, Tennessee, or Robertson County, you're close enough to come see me. Springfield, White House, my hometown. Come see me. Come up to Franklin. Portland. Oh, Portland is next door. If you're in Portland, you're practically in Franklin. Just come see me. I can program your weather radio for Sumner County or for Robertson County or any of those northern Tennessee counties. Come see me, Franklin Ace Hardware Marketplace this Friday, noon to 2. We'll take care of you. All right, headed to the radio station, Sam, 100.7 for the morning show starting at 6. God bless you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the radio.